In this lecture, we are going to start talking about creating equations. Before we get started, there are some key words that you need to know. The word sum means addition. So whenever you see that, you're going to put a plus sign. So for instance, the sum of 1 and 2, so you're going to put 1 plus 2. Product means multiply. So if you hear the product of a number and 3, you can use for a number you can use x times 3, and we will write it like this, 3x. Difference means subtract. So let's say you hear the term or the phrase, the difference between a number and 10. So for a number we're going to use x and then minus 10. Quotient means divide. So if you hear the phrase a number divided by, or the quotient of a number and 20, you know that you need to do a number, so we choose x, divided by 20. Now I've already kind of talked about it, but when you see or hear the phrase a number, we don't know what number we're talking about, so we can use a variable, such as x or y, or even a or b. These are all variables. Now let's talk about inequalities. When you hear more than, this is the symbol, otherwise known as an inequality, for more than. For less than, it looks like this. Greater than or equal to is going to look like that. And then less than or equal to is going to look like this. Now we need to talk about the difference between an expression, an equation, and an inequality. So for an expression, that is something that has no equal sign, and it also has no inequality. An equation has an equal sign, and an inequality has those four symbols that we just talked about. Less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. Some examples of expressions could be 4x plus 10, or negative 3y minus 4, or it could even be something like 2x. An example of an equation would be x plus 3 equals 10, or negative 3x plus 4 equals 16, or even 3x minus 10y equals 5. And then some examples of inequalities could be x plus 3 is less than 10, or 2x minus 7 is greater than negative 3, or even 4x plus 9y is less than or equal to 20.